Congratulations to Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal for just taking down Spain and company. I don't know where to begin with this game. In penalty kicks, they went to overtime. Penalty kicks. We saw 4 goals in 90 minutes of regulation time. What a game, guys. We have a lot to talk about, but Cristiano Ronaldo redefining what it is to defeat Father Time between him and LeBron James. I don't know even what to say. We've always said that Father Time is undefeated, and I know many of you are going to say, are just going to try to not give him credit and just say the tap in after tap in. All I know is Cristiano Ronaldo in the last 9 games has scored 8 goals, and in these Nations Leagues, he was very, very decisive for Portugal. And I know even the commentators were saying that Cristiano Ronaldo hadn't done anything throughout the whole game and that he should have been taken out. And like 15 minutes later, Cristiano Ronaldo ties the game for Portugal when Spain looked like they had complete control of the game. And I know it was the tap in, and Cucurella makes a mistake being too soft on that play, but Cristiano Ronaldo with that experience. And guys, let's just get into the game. I know when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo, it's going to be controversial, especially for a lot of Barca fans. But in this game, there was a lot of mistakes by De La Fuente. He took out Pedri Gonzalez in the 70th minute. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? I know Pedri is playing the number 10 when he should be playing the number 8, but he was having a masterclass. 8.2 with an incredible assist to Oyarzabal, and you take him out of the game. I don't know where to begin with this guy. He brought in Alvaro Morata before he can bring in Fermin Lopez or even a Dani Olmo that ultimately would have been a better penalty taker than Morata. Everyone and their mother knew that Morata was going to miss that penalty kick. I was even telling my wife, look, he is the one who's going to miss the penalty. And she like looked at me with open eyes after Morata missed it. And I'm like, everyone knew it. It's nothing special. Everyone knew Morata was going to miss it, and he still put him to take that penalty. It's just insane. Guys, I'm sorry. I know I am all over the place. I'm going to take a look at the player ratings, and we're going to be talking about every single goal. But before I do that, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video and comment your thoughts. Let me know what you think that ultimately is what propelled Portugal to win the Nations League and obviously left Spain with a terrible loss. We're going to be talking about Lamine Yamal as well. I know everyone wants to know what is going on and what it's up with him. So, guys, to begin this game, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. What a play by Oyarzabal. He is very underrated. He scored in every single final for Spain. And not only that, but the Subamendi goal, that was all to do with Oyarzabal with a heel pass, and they hit a counter with Lamine Yamal down the right. And Lamine Yamal, that was one of the only plays that he made in this game. But he had a lot to do with that first goal. And then that was basically all he did, and somehow it goes through the legs of Nico Williams, who had an incredible first half, but in the second half he got neutralized after after Joao Neves went out. And this game, honestly, both managers got it wrong, because what is Joao Neves doing as a right back in this game? He was absolutely terrible, and Nico Williams was eating him alive. As soon as he took him out and brought in an actual right back, Nico Williams was more neutralized in this game. And the same thing goes for Mingueza, who makes the mistake in the 1-1 goal by Nuno Mendes, who had an amazing game. If somebody in this game, if somebody had the man of the match, in my opinion, has to be Nuno Mendes, because he was a force to be he could not be stopped in this game. He could not be stopped in this game. He's by a mile the best left back in the world today, guys. The best left back in the world today. And he finds in space, he makes in space an incredible run through the defense. And obviously Mingueza makes a mistake. Fabian Ruiz also too soft on that play. They basically let him get through in the box and just crosses it. Unai Simon could not do anything against Mendes. And let's be honest, in that play, play. That was a really soft play. So at the end of the day, before the end of the half, Oyarzabal once again, an amazing driver of the football who is Pedri Gonzalez, playing as the number 10 in this game, and basically just drives it. Nobody drives it better than Pedri. Nobody is, and we saw it out there. Many of you were so focused in the duel between Lamine Yamal and Nuno Mendes. My dual focus was Pedri and Vitinha, and I think it's pretty obvious that Pedri won the duel. And unfortunately, they had a guy named De La Fuente as a manager who basically took him out of the game for whatever reason. I don't understand it. It's literally beyond me. But he times a perfect pass to Oyarzabal, who that's just a delicate touch, so clinical. Every time Spain needs a guy, and this is why Oyarzabal to this day he's still the starter for this team, even though there's many other options, because Oyarzabal is that player that just keep delivering, deliver against Croatia in the Nations League, deliver against France in the Euros, and also in this game delivering once again in a final. Unfortunately, they were not able to close it out because Cristiano Ronaldo, as I was saying, on a breakthrough, who is Bernardo Silva, who makes a through pass, and this is where the experience matters. Cristiano Ronaldo, you guys are not going to give him credit, but Cristiano Ronaldo stays just onside. This is where you need the IQ players, just onside, so that he doesn't get caught offside, obviously, and gets that through pass that ultimately ends up in the hands of, I think at that point, that was Nuno Mendes, who takes on Lamine Yamal, and Lamine Yamal just gets too soft, thinking he had the support of Mingueza down the right, at the right back, and Mingueza was nowhere to be found, and Lamine Yamal was just throwing his arms up, and at that point you cannot catch Nuno Mendes. He's too fast. What this player can give you offensively and also defensively, it's second to none. Because take a look at Spain. Spain has an issue right now because Cucurella is the best defender, but Balde is the best offensive player. Nuno Mendes is the combination of both. He can defend and he can attack. And he made a point of emphasis that he was going to take Lamine Yamal out of the game, and he was like, I'm not going to let, if I am the best player in the world, I'm in my position, I am not going to let a 17-year-old player. And it looked like Lamine Yamal wasn't even wanted no part of this duel whatsoever. Lamine Yamal, every single time he got a ball, I've never seen this. Pass behind, pass it back, pass it back. He get a pass it back. Never even tried to do a one-on-one. Never even tried to dribble Nuno Mendes. And the few times he tried, I think he beat him once. He got a foul, pretty dangerous foul. And Lamine Yamal had another option where he cut inside the box and actually gets touched by Bernardo Silva, and he doesn't go down, and he keeps playing. And had he gone down, I think he gets the penalty kick. But other than that, Lamine Yamal was just passing it back, so passive, so passive. I've never seen Lamine Yamal. I've watched every single Lamine Yamal this year, every single game. I've never seen him so passive like I did in this game. It was just unexplicably bad to me, in my opinion. I don't even know what else to say. I know some people are upset that Pedri's playing the number 10 for Spain, but guys, Subamendi played incredibly great in his position, and I don't think that Subamendi can do what Pedri can do. So Pedri can play the number 10 really well, and Subamendi can't. And Subamendi can do some of the things that Pedri does as a number 8, as a number 6, and that is the reason why it's the other way around. So it's nothing against De La Fuente, in my opinion. So if we're talking about this whole game, if this game doesn't scream Barca needs to go for Nico Williams, I don't know what does, because Nico Williams, take a look at this game. Lamine Yamal wasn't having his best game, but Spain was dangerous because they have a guy like Nico Williams, and that's just plain and simple. This is what it is. And take a look at the game in Inter versus Barca. It was all Lamine, all Lamine. If we had somebody like Nico Williams that can dribble one-on-one players and create something on the left, it's just a dynamic duo, man. That's just incredible. I don't know what else is going to scream Nico Williams should play for Barca next season. As far as Dean Housen, man, this kid makes so many great great plays. It doesn't even make any mistakes. I think the only mistake was leaving Cristiano Ronaldo onside on that second goal, and that was about the only mistake that he made. And I think that that's, it's very telling how the defense for Spain, it's all in the yellow, it's all in the orange. They didn't have a great game. Unai Simon also didn't have as good of a game as last game. I think that was very important. I think had Lamine Jamal been on his game tonight, that would have been the difference in the game. Portugal, give them credit. They came from behind. They had a player like Cristiano Ronaldo who went down with an injury. Unfortunately, but Portugal came back and gave them credit. They didn't have their best game. They were a little lucky because penalties are like literally 50-50s. And at the end of the day, Portugal, congratulations to Portugal. Without being the ultimate favorites, they were able to take it home. And Spain, it was the beginning of a dynasty. And if you want to say that they are the best team, they needed to win tonight, and they didn't. And I think it was in big part by all the bone-headed changes that ultimately Luis De La Fuente, to me, got a coach by Roberto Martinez, who made all the right changes in the second half. And bringing in Leao was a big problem in this game. And so at the end of the day, when you're bringing in Isco for Pedri Gonzalez, what else are you going to expect? Pedro Porro should have been the starter in this game. I think I don't like Mingueza at all. I think he struggled. It's not his position, so you might as well have a player who is actual his position there. So I mean, Jeremy Pino for Lamine Yamal, that was insane. I couldn't understand that either. Alvaro Morata came in just to miss the penalty kick. I don't even know. Ultimately, Portugal deserved it. In Spain, they made all the bad substitutions. And I said it on the last video review. You can go look it up. My issue with De La Fuente is all his in-game adjustments. He never makes the right calls, guys. But hey, congratulations to Portugal for winning the Nations League 2025. That means Cristiano Ronaldo now has 3 international titles, and kudos to him, man.